Hi everybody, Pamela here. I actually meant to broadcast in my group, Emotional Healing with Frequency, and went live on here instead. So what I'll do is I'll post it and share it to my group so that I connect with those in there too. And it'll kind of give you a taste too of what happens in my group. So just bear with me here while I share it. Good morning. Hi, Mila. Hi, Gretchen. I actually didn't mean to go live on my Facebook page, but I'm happy to. Hi, Silver. Hi, Julie. So I'm just going to post it in my group too. There we go. Awesome. Hi, Elise. Hi, Juliet. Okay, so normally what we do in my group is start out with connecting in with our soul, calling on our soul presence, bringing our soul down into this aspect of ourselves. Good morning, Ruth. So we're going to start with that. Hi, Robert. Hi, Silver. So we're going to start with that by taking a few deep breaths in. Gretchen says, I guess we were just lucky today. Sometimes things happen for a reason that we don't even anticipate, right? Okay, so taking a few deep breaths in. And letting it out slowly. And another deep breath in. And in. And one more. And now we'll call on our higher self, asking for the presence to join us here. And we say that by using this phrase, I am here, I am here, I am here. And we'll say the group of words 3 times. So here we go. I am here, I am here, I am here. And once again, I am here, I am here, I am here. Hi, Lamorla. Good. And the final round, I am here, I am here, I am here. The I am calls on your higher self, activating that aspect within you that fulfills this full self of you. Your lower self, your body, and your higher self as the full aspect of you with a capital Y. When you call on the presence of yourself, you will notice sometimes the tingling or a presence or the sensation of presence, there are many ways that you may feel and sense your higher self joining you. And we say that the more often you do it, the more familiar with the feeling, the more sensitized you will become to what it feels like for you individually. And that's my higher self actually coming through, channeling through me, which is why sometimes I sound different, and usually why my eyes are closed. Sometimes I can channel with my eyes open, but it's easier for me to focus when my eyes are closed. But it works both ways. Okay. So again, taking time in that space with your own divine soul, we're just going to give it another moment. Hi, Joan. So often we don't take the time to join in with our soul and call on this higher aspect. We're so used to and being familiar with seeing out the eyes of our lower based self, the eyes that focus on the fear and the protection and the what should I be doing? So connecting in with the higher aspect of yourself kind of gives you a broader perspective of what you have available to you. And it's not always easy to think about it, to actually do it on purpose. The more you connect in with your higher self, though, the easier and more familiar it is. Oh, good. Thanks, Joan. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. So again, inviting and welcoming your soul presence here. So the next thing that we're going to do is bring through a daily dose of frequency. And again, this is normally what I do in my group, Emotional Healing with Frequency, but I'm glad to share it with everyone here today too. If you're interested in joining my group, feel free. Again, I try to do this about every day around noontime. So this is my double-decker of frequency. It has gold edges. A beautiful back. Actually, there are two different card backs because this is actually combining two of my decks. I'm just showing you some of them. I am part of all that is. That's the Gold Star Frequency deck. And again, this is the double decker. So it has the Gold Star Frequency deck and it has the I Am Frequency deck. Here's the I Am Frequency deck. And that's the Gold Star deck. They both contain pure frequencies. And what does that mean? That means that these cards carry energy, carry the feeling, the pure vibration. I can't even say emotions because emotions are not always pure. They're usually based on stories. So again, these are coming directly from the higher aspect. They've actually been attuned by Melchizedek himself. So it's not necessarily my energy in here, although they were created through me. I just want to show you how beautiful they are. Hi, Blake. Hi, Jackie. I love myself. Self-love. And if anybody is interested, I do have them for sale on my website. They're $75. Again, they're self-published, which means I'm doing it myself. So they're not mass-produced. I know my value, my worth, my value. Look how gorgeous that is. I align my will to divine will. Again, just showing some of the cards on here. Clarity. I know what I'm doing. Receiving. Awesome. Okay, so let's see what frequency they want to bring. Although I'm feeling it a little bit differently, instead of a daily dose, what I might do is pull cards for people who are interested and bring through the teachings that Melchizedek has. Sometimes, hi Natalie. Sometimes the frequencies will come out to play, and sometimes it's just teachings. When it's in a group setting like this, we'll see what happens. The first one that jumped out, thank you, Natalie, for sharing. Oh, thank you, Gretchen, for sharing and suggesting to others. My body is divine. We're just going to give a moment and let this one come out because that's the first one that came out. Again, look at the beautiful grains in that. I'm just going to, again, let that frequency come out. Some of you may feel it. Some would may sense it. I would love to hear how you feel it if you do feel it. My body is divine. So I do feel Melchizedek wanting to come through. So he's going to give some teachings on this card to begin with, and then we'll move on. While you feel you are a mind and a presence, the concept of you as the body is somewhat foreign because you feel like that sometimes is all there is. Caught up in the emotions of the emotional body. Caught up in the circumstances and the events. Now, the body is divine. It is intelligent. The cells are literally alive with information, with knowledge, with instructions that they have been given. Many do not take notice of this and assume it is just a thing. But indeed, we say it is a living thing, a living being that you are occupying while you are enjoying or experiencing your life. And we say that the body aspect of you does deserve attention and bears listening to because it carries information to you. It carries knowledge of what it needs, of what you are holding. It is often looked at, again, like a thing instead of an intelligent being, an intelligent piece of the aspects of you. When you allow yourself to, I'm just going to write this on the screen instead of holding the card. There. When you allow yourself to feel into the awareness that your body contains, you will find that many answers are found there, but most people do not speak to their body. They do not speak to their cells. They look at it as just what it is. And instead, we would recommend looking at it with the love that it is offering you. But there is often so much hatred and distaste and annoyance and hurt held within the cells. It is a tool to help you on this journey. When you allow it to work with you, you will find that it has much to offer you in terms of awareness, in terms of understandings, in terms of warning signals and joy signals. We would encourage you to include your body as part of your divinity. Part of our mission here is to help you realize the full aspect of who you are. Your body, your lower self, your mind, and your higher self, your soul, as the full aspect of who you are. Bringing in your divinity into your humanity, including your body. We are grateful to be able to bring through this awareness today. Thank you. Okay. Interesting. Emily says, I felt bad for calling in today, but my body said no. I felt guilty for taking today off. And yet you listen to your body. Good job, Emily. Good to see you again too, Ria. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Shafina. Love and light to you too. Thanks, Natalie. She says she loves all the cards. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Natalie, one for you. See what one wants to come out. And again, please don't mistake these for affirmation cards, because they're not. They're holding pure frequency. Someone received a deck this morning, and she told me that the energy was so strong it actually made her almost physically ill because of it. Yeah, be aware that they're potent, and don't use too many at a time. When I use them this way, sometimes I don't let the frequencies come all the way out. But we want to get what we can into with the frequencies. I love that they allow us to connect in, to help reestablish the connection between our lower self and our higher self. So Natalie, let's see what wants to come through for you. And if you could share this video to share these frequencies, I would love that. I'd really appreciate it. The more people who can be exposed to these healing frequencies, the more impact that we can have on the world. Again, connecting in with our higher selves is so vital in this this time and space that we're in right now. We've lived in separation for so long that it's time to come back together. It's time to bring it back together. And that's really what I feel Melchizedek's mission is, and partly through me as well, which I'm very honored to do. So Natalie, the card that came out for you is I Know Who I Am. And I don't know if you can see the pink shadow in there, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to change the script here. Okay, so I know who I am frequency. So we're just going to let it come out for a moment. Okay, instantly I feel like it's working on a knot in your chest. And let's take a look at what is drawing out in particular. And the words that I'm hearing is, who should I be? It's almost like trying to fit into a label. I know who I am. And it's something about being a label. Who should I be? So we're going to work with that knot a little bit first. And by knot, I mean this kind of stuck energy, the story that's kind of trapped in your energy system, limiting, causing thoughts to wander around and kind of mess with your head. So again, I'm just holding space while this knot is being worked on. Now, part of this is who I should be for others. What others want me to be. This is such a common knot. There. That feels better. I feel it releasing. Natalie says, definitely struggle with this. Thank you for sharing, Blake. And I feel the release, the relief of it. Good. And I feel, again, this is something that's been stored in your cell memories. I feel the cell memory shift. And it's the strangest feeling when I feel that aspect. I don't always feel it with every release, but it feels very specific. And I get this concept immediately that that's what's happening. And it's like all the cells have this information stored in it. And we don't want it stored in it if we don't have to be. So along with the release is coming out of the cells as well. There we go. Good. And again, that was the I know who I am frequency. And I feel like Melchizedek wants to come through with a little bit on that. So I'm going to, again, set myself aside and let him come through me. Often we are made up of others' opinions. We have thoughts of who we would like to be. Yes. But often our thoughts are made up of who we have been told we are. We are the loving brother. We are the giving sister. We are the sensitive child. We are the one who hurts so easily. We are the one who is good in school. We are the pretty one. We are the one who doesn't care for herself, doesn't like her body. Society may dictate saying, we are the one who serves God. We are the one who serves others. We are the one who must sacrifice ourselves for others. These stories within ourselves are simply ideas held in the cell memory of what we think of or have decided is truth. Now, many you may not have even placed there. It may have been placed there through your past, through experience, through what you have learned by witnessing or experiencing or taught through the ages, through the church, through the parents, through the caregivers, through the schools. All these ways in which we must act to be accepted or fit into this nice accepted box. The truth is, you are not the box. You are not the box. The box are the limitations that have been placed to describe you, to choose your identity. But we say to you, you have the choice of what role to play, whether you are limiting your thinking or broadening your thinking, whether you are deciding that what someone said is truth or assuming it's truth and taking it on as if it was. These are all choices that make up who you have considered yourself to be, this box. But again, you are not the box. The box cannot contain who you truly are. Busting out of the box is taking away the labels that have been placed on you, that have been placed on you, by others, by means of experience. But it takes noticing them and making a conscious decision to shift it, to change it, to work with it. Everything is energy. Most of you know this. But the law of perpetual transmutation also states that it doesn't have to stay in the same form. It can change from one form into another. But most of you, because of the instructions that have been given, assume that that's the only choice. And we are here to say that it is not the only choice. Energy transforms from one form into another all the time, like air or rain to snow, where Pamela is, to ice, to hot and humid in the summer, to sky that has clouds. It transforms like that. Energy is malleable. The story that Pamela really enjoys about energy is the Play-Doh factory, where you have a clump of clay and you can form it into the men that have the hair that grow, and you cut it. Or you can press it into a cupcake and pretend that you're eating a cupcake. Or you can smush it up and put it into an airplane to fly. Energy is like that. Pure energy can be any form. And we say from your soul's aspect, the positive end of the spectrum, all is available to you. These frequency cards allow you to embrace those pure frequencies that your soul has access to, helping you to bridge the you and the you. I know who I am helps to serve you in recognizing what is not you by understanding in truth who you are, which is a soul having an experience of this box that we are choosing to form ourselves, our identities with. But the identity can come and go and change. That is the message that we would like to share with you today about this frequency. Thank you. Just a moment here. Okay. So I know who I am is a very, very powerful frequency to work with continuously to help you to let go. Well, as I refer to it as the box that we place ourselves in, you know, these teachings that he has still blow my mind. The way he puts it in ways that we can really understand how we really have put ourselves in boxes. And you're very welcome for the release, Natalie. And again, anyone who carried that same release, know that that is available for you as well. Just allow it to be received and release it if that's a knot that you carry as well. It's not just for Natalie. Emily says, makes a lot of sense. Carmen says, hi, Pamela. Thank you for sharing this message. Great to see you live. Good to see you too, Carmen. Natalie said, needed these messages. Thank you. Appreciate your time for me. Absolutely, Natalie. Absolutely. Okay. Who would like one next? Emily Hart, I feel drawn to you. So let's see what wants to come through. I'm feeling a little dry though. Laura Morla says, they're great messages. Thank you. Hi, Iris. Hi, Lori. Okay, so this one is for Emily. I just love this. And look how shiny the gold is. Yeah, I know. Oops. I feel like I'm a mama with her baby. I just really like them. And they feel good. And for those of you who don't know, one way to use them is actually to sleep with one of the cards. I wouldn't sleep with it too many nights in a row, like maybe one a week until the healing is complete, because it can bring up some pretty powerful stuff to release. Sometimes you need to acknowledge it, but a lot of times it can just release a whole bunch of stuff. And when you're sleeping, you're not resistant, right? You're not resistant. So the energy, the frequency can work with your system, releasing whatever is ready to go along that frequency. So just something to consider. I wouldn't do more than one card a night, and I probably wouldn't recommend more than one card a week because they are whopping powerful, just so you know. But that's one way to work with them. Okay, Emily. So yours is consciousness. So I'm going to change the slide thing here. Okay, so consciousness. So we're going to let this come out for a minute. And this is from the Gold Star Frequency deck, which is part of this double decker, which is still on sale for $75. If anybody is interested, again, the frequencies are potent. And if you're looking to start your healing work more in depth, starting in 2019, now would be a good time to get them because they're $75 instead of $99. This double decker. There are two other versions on my website. This one by itself is $30 and has 19 frequencies. And the I Am frequency deck that looks more like this is $60 and it has 54 frequencies. And right now this one is $75 but it'll be going back up to $99 probably after the first of the year. Just so you know, you may want to grab them while you can if you're interested. But the healing frequencies available in them is astounding. And more about that in my group if you're not in there, Emotional Healing with Frequency, where I do some of this stuff every day, or as many days a week as I can. Okay, consciousness. So again, letting the frequency come out, which I can feel it pretty good. There it comes. And this is the back of this card too, by the way. And I feel it coming to a knot. And let's see what this knot is about. Hi, Aries. So what I'm feeling is a conflict between, and what's interesting is God and other source. It's almost like there's two beliefs going on that contradict each other, and they're kind of fighting. So this consciousness wants to work on that conflict to help resolve it. So I'm just going to hold space for that. Good. There, and I feel the energy moving past it now. Awesome, Gretchen. I'm glad you did. She said she just sent a request to join. Okay, now I'm feeling a knot more in my throat area. Let's see what this one is about. And what I'm hearing is fear about what I really think. It's, again, around the throat area, fear about saying what you really think, what your real thoughts are. Judgment around that, I feel like. But again, it's coming up as fear about saying what I really think. Don't take me wrong is the words that I'm hearing. And again, what this usually looks like to me I was trying to explain it to someone yesterday. I don't know if any of you have read Mr. Puggins, but in that book they talk about, and it's a child book, so it's probably not even around these days. But they talk about this ornament that has these scenes inside. And usually there's an emotion attached to the scene, right? So think of this ornament with the event and the emotion kind of trapped in there. And it's what I call a bruised magnet or a trapped emotion. And it blocks the energy flow in our body. And it also limits us to whatever that emotion is, because it's a decision or an understanding or awareness or definition that we've created, that we've made, holding us prisoner almost, if you will. So this fear about "don't take me wrong" is causing not to be able to speak what you want to say because of the fear of being judged, or the fear of, well, the words say "don't take me wrong," but what it really feels like is you may not approve. So again, I'm just going to hold space for that. And again, this is one that many of us carry. So you're not alone. And again, this healing isn't just for Emily, it's for anyone who carries the same issue. And if you allow the frequency of the consciousness frequency to work with that, it can help release that from you as well. Emily says, OMG, this is dead on. It's scary, isn't it? There's almost a panic in there now. And this one is held in the power center in your solar plexus. So it's affected you in a big way. And there it goes. Like all these effervescent bubblers are coming up to the surface. There's almost like an overwhelming sense in here. Hi, Melissa. And here's the cell memory imprint. So we're going to let that hold space for that to shift. Emily says, I always thought I didn't have a problem. And now I feel a heart expansion. A lot more open space coming through. Here's actually another heart expansion. She says it's a lot, I know, a lot of anxiety. Okay, there's another release coming here. It's actually more of a opening and awareness. Awesome. Thanks for joining, Gretchen. Okay, there's another knot that's coming up. Let's see what this one is. And it says, are you kidding me? You're kidding me. And what it feels like is, again, doubting what you're receiving. Again, it's almost like, is it real? There. That one was almost like a pop, and then I see like flowers dancing all over the place. That one was an illusion. Those look totally different, but they keep us small because of it, which is interesting. Awesome. Okay. And I feel like that's what wanted to come through for that. While I have a minute and I'm thinking of it, Thursday, Rivers, Sears, and I are offering a free boundaries workshop here on my page and in some of our groups. Holidays are a huge time for boundaries. And it's so interesting because Melchizedek has given me a lot of new information about boundaries that I hadn't even considered. Even this morning, he gave me more new information about how the lower aspect of us sees it versus the higher aspects of us sees it. You know, how they can feel good to be safe, but it can be limiting at the same time, and it depends on which eyes you're looking through at the time. So again, that's this Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific time, right here on my page. Would love to have you join Rivers and I. And we have a paid version of the program which goes down further, even deeper into some Melchizedek teachings, as well as working with you personally. So the Boundaries program, it's $389, and what it includes are 2 live trainings, 1 question and answer period with the group, and 1 hour-and-a-half session with both Rivers and I, bringing all that we have to offer you to those sessions. And again, boundaries include way more than what you think of. It's what you keep out as well as what you keep in. Okay, so it's looking at it from a different perspective than what we think of healthy boundaries. So we're going to go get more in depth around that. But not only that is for the first 10 people that sign up, there are 2 bonuses. There is her extra large soul spirit psychology mug and my I Am frequency deck. The I Am frequency deck is this one, and it has 54 frequencies in it. Okay, and those are bonuses for the first 10 people who sign up for it. It starts December 20th and it goes right through the holidays. And we did this on purpose because holidays are brutal. They really can be. Our boundaries get tested, get pushed to the limit, and knowing where ours are and what they should be or could be is really, really very helpful. So again, that starts December 20th. And there's more information on my website if you're interested under is PamelaBusby.com, and it's under the Boundaries tab. Okay. So let's see, what time is it? It's 1 o'clock. Okay. Melissa says, yes, boundaries take practice and even courage at times, for sure. And to go one step further to understand what ones are there and why. Because we don't even realize probably 9/10 of the boundaries that we have set up, say nothing about the ones that we should have set up. Okay, so let's see. Another frequency. Who would like one? I love this deck. It's so cute. I know, I'm biased. Oh, thank you, Melissa. She said, well said. Melchizedek has a lot of information on the subject. Again, things that I wouldn't have even considered. And I've been doing this kind of work for years. Actually, I moved into this office in 2009, and we're heading into 2019. So that's kind of cool. So Melissa, this one is for you. And I'm going to write it up here. Okay, so Melissa, yours is the I know what I'm doing frequency. We're just going to let that come out for a minute. There it is. Okay. That one again is, I do feel a knot coming up in the throat area. So let's tune in and see what that's about. It's interesting because the image that I'm being shown is facing in two different directions. It feels like being torn between what you want and what you have to do. Want or need / have to do. And they're very much conflicting. I know what I'm doing is the frequency. So I'm going to work with that knot. It's funny, it's almost, that's actually in the crown chakra. Oh, it's pushing, 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 pushing. Okay. Now it's moving. Now it's interesting because I feel your crown opened up even more. So I wouldn't be surprised if you notice more of your abilities or more connection with spirit to happen, Melissa. Melissa says it feels so reassuring and amazing. Awesome. I can really feel it in my third eye area now. I almost feel like it, again, busted through even your third eye area. So I wouldn't be surprised if your abilities increase after this, because that really was holding it back. She says, yes, thank you. I knew I was on the verge. Awesome. Awesome. Whew, I almost feel lightheaded. I'm just going to ride the wave for a minute. Ria says, that's so awesome, Melissa. So happy for you. And I feel the cell memory release too. Good. I'm feeling a push from the ninth chakra back here. It's working with that one. Oh, she says, I am filled with so much joy. It is overflowing in tears, happy tears. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Melissa. You are so welcome. She said, thank you so, so much. I needed that. You are so, so welcome. I can feel the expansion. Again, that ninth chakra opening up back there more. And again, just holding the space. And Melchizedek wants to come through with a teaching around this one. I know what I'm doing. So let's see what he has to say. We often get so keyed up in the logistics, in the how, and is it even possible, that many search and wish and hope and long for the way forward. But what happens is when you wish and hope and search and long for the way forward, the way is often blocked because we think it is not available and that we must find it, rather than reconnecting with the piece of us that already knows. I know what I'm doing allows you to work from the top down. And by this we mean that the knowing of what you are needing to do, what you are doing, is the frequency that you vibrate out, allowing the universe, those of us on the other side, to assist you in matching that vibration. And the difference is when you search and seek and long for and try to hide or go after, what your energy is saying is that you don't have what you need. And therefore it perpetuates that feeling of not having what you need. Oftentimes, many people overlook the answers that they seek because their seeking and longing and wanting feeling says that you cannot find it. However, claiming this frequency, I know what I'm doing, puts you in the mindset, in the frequency, in the energy that what you need must show up to match what you are claiming. This energy, again, it is like the next new stage and evolution of the law of attraction for those of you who follow that material. And we say to you, working from the top down, in the frequency of that which you want, which is accessible to you from your soul, will bring you that perfect match. But when you are starting from the bottom level up and you are seeking and searching and longing and wanting, your energy says you do not have it, so you must continue to seek, search, and long and want. That is the difference from the top down and the bottom up method that we work with frequencies, allowing you to understand that your soul has access to these because it is a divine being made of pure positive frequency. This aspect down here on the lower end is filled with stories and the need to know and the certainty that we need, the security, the fear-based mind. It is hard to see where you're going amidst the muck and the ideas and the stories that we carry from the past creating the future. We often say it is like looking out the ground floor level of a building. You can't see a whole lot, but when you see the view from the 100th floor or from the higher self, you can see what is available, what's happening, where you are in relation to that which you desire. These frequencies bridge the distance. These cars carry the frequencies to help you reconnect with your higher self and your lower self, building that bridge between the two. And we say, again, this is our mission to help humanity realize the connection between the higher self and the lower self, to reconnect the full aspect of you, living in this human body, experiencing this life. You have access to the 100th story view, but many of you choose to see from the bottom ground. The one with the stories from the women who told you who you were and must be, or the teacher who said that you would need help with this always, or that is a shortcoming of yours, and you bought the story. I know what I'm doing allows you the top-down version. Those of you who are on your path or want to be of more service to others, it can be confusing when you're looking at the grand level. Connect in with your soul who knows, who understands and sees the other full aspect of you that you have access to, and is becoming aware. It is connecting, taking the time to reconnect. We are grateful for this opportunity to explain our mission and this context, what is available to you through this frequency. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so I missed some of that. Blake says, a great frequency for a lot of us. I know, it's important for me too, for sure. Hopefully it'll help define even more. Hi, Sherry. No, I haven't, Ria. And Juliet says, I'm wondering, do you have any messages for me about how my future will be? I've been in a bad relationship, is over, but I'd like to know how my life will be. We don't actually do fortune telling or prediction work. We work more with aspects of living your life on purpose. So being in a bad relationship, if you haven't solved the issues that drew that relationship to you, you may find a repeating pattern. So when you work with the issues that cause the relationships that are being drawn to you without learning the lesson, a lot of times you have to do the math problem over again. So just a heads up, you may want to take a look as to why you happen to attract that kind of relationship and what work needs to be done on your end to improve relationships in the future. Okay. Let's see. I think I have time for one more. Who is interested? And again, I don't play favorites. I simply pick who spirit draws me to. And a lot of times their name will go like this to me. So understand it's not me playing favorites. I'm just doing what I'm called here to do that will help the best I can. Okay, so I'm just going to wait a moment here. You're very welcome, Juliet. Iris, I feel drawn to you. Okay, and let me change the message script. Hi, Emma. Okay, so Iris, the card. Hold on just a minute, Iris. Sherry is asking, what are the best ways to raise vibration? Melchizedek has an answer for that, and then we'll move to Iris. The best ways to raise your vibration is to be on the other end of the stick. And by that we mean connecting with your soul, who is of the pure vibrations. As you release trapped emotions by the lower ends of these frequencies, you naturally raise your vibration. It is often practiced to be outside in nature because nature will absorb negative energy. Working with frequencies can raise vibrations. Working with crystals allows you to attune to higher vibrations because they carry, again, pure vibrations that you can allow your body to become accustomed to and work with. Water. This is something that many do not even consider. Yes, the ocean, but we even say the shower or drinking water and acknowledging it. Water is an amazing purifier for inside and outside. You can literally write on a piece of paper the word love or peace or compassion and tape it to a glass and let it sit in there. Perhaps on the outside of a jug. The vibrations of these words are absorbed by the water. And as you consume the water, as you take it into your being, the vibration that is absorbed by the water gets absorbed by your body. Another way, another method, another suggestion would be before you take a shower or a bath, set the intention for the water to release anything in your energetic system that is ready to go as it goes down the drain. Again, water is an amazing purifier that many people overlook. We are grateful that you asked this question, and we are glad to bring through some ideas of easy ways to raise your vibration. Okay, so Iris, yours is Divine Compassion. I love, love, love this card. Look how beautiful the colors are. That's the back. Okay. So divine compassion for Iris, and let's see what wants to come through, allowing that frequency to come forward. There it is. Absolutely. The first word that I'm hearing is devastation. You're welcome, Sherry. Wow, there's a lot coming through. And again, this is for everyone, not just for Iris. But I'm glad Iris spoke up, because this is an amazing feeling. How many of you can feel it? I know not everybody is energy sensitive, but how many of you can feel this frequency coming right through? Again, this is working on the devastation feeling. Hema says, absolutely, I can. Again, I am so beside myself being in the channel right now, because this is some amazing stuff. The power coming through is amazing. Hi, Becky. Ruth says, strong one. Iris says, I feel it. As many people, Hema, as can bring through this frequency, I am grateful. Becky says, wow, I just felt it very powerful. Again, if you know of people who need this divine compassion, please share this video. Please, let's reach as many people as we can who need this information, these frequencies, this help. Yes. And I'm feeling light language wanting to come through too. So while it's still coming out, allowing the light language to come through. I see miania akiana. Ina oso tiama ana. Ia turiam tiana imia asio. Kiana omo ia yastiana. Ia turi tiama ana. Ia kuriamiana astiana. Ikiama oso. Aya ama ina. Ia turiama ana. Kiana oso yama ana tiama asia. Kiama oso niama atia. Dira oriama am. Miana ima. Ia kuso tiana maa. Aya ushtiama. Ushtiama. Ushtiama kiana omo astia. Aya turiam kiana a. Aya turiam. Biana imo kiana astia. Aya uki. Iama astiana ama. Osto tinama a. Kiana ama oso tiama. Io puri tiana ami, kiana oso tiana asiama a. Ayakuri tiamana aniama astiama I kiama oso. Piana isiama atia. Ayaturiami a. Aya ustiama ania a kiana oso. Biana o kiama atiana a. Ayapuriama a. Ayapuriama a. Meniama astia. Kine omo asa. Bianama a kiana isti. Aya ustia matiana. Aya kuri tiama istiama okia. Liliama a. Biana astiama a. Kianama oso. Biana imia kiona oma. When you allow yourself to focus on what is good, what is that of joy, what is that of beauty and love and courageousness and kindness and self-giving to others, what you are doing is raising the vibration on the planet. Your choice to stay in these higher frequencies allows the world to carry more light. But when you focus on the lower vibrations, whether it be on the news or the radio or the newspaper or online, as soon as you tune into these energies, they pull the fear forward. They pull the fear forward. And as the fear is pulled forward, we draw more of that to us. As a society, as a nation, as an individual, you have the choice of what you give your attention to. Whether it be a child's smile, or the problem at work, or the vast expansion of the mountain range, the delight in the flavor of coffee. What you focus on matters. And where your vibration is matters. Because your vibration adds to the level on this planet. When you are not consciously aware and you hang out in the low vibrations, you draw more. You draw more. perpetuating the fear and the lower frequencies. And we ask you to reach for the higher vibrations, the feel-good vibrations that indeed raises the vibration on the planet. By your choosing to be joyful or choosing what to focus on, you draw more to you and more to you. And that matters. Your discipline of your thoughts affects the world. As Pamela says, but no pressure. It is understanding that your energy factor matters. You can make a difference by choosing your emotional state, choosing what you watch and listen to, what you absorb into this body. The time has come to change this perception that we have no control. The only thing you really have control of is you. And when you focus on the higher aspects, you breed that. You see it with a higher perspective. So even a circumstance that can be looked at as low, if you choose to see the higher perspective, you raise the vibration of that situation. You have that ability. And when many people join together to understand this, the mass can be raised. So please, 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 take a moment to be aware of what you're feeling and understand the consequences of your choice of thoughts that created that feeling, that emotional response. Connect in with your higher soul if you need to help you to see a more positive aspect of any situation. There are no exceptions. One can say, how can the campfires be a blessing? And we say there is rebirth. Does that help the person in the moment? It depends where their mind is at and what they allow. Devastation can be so complete, and it can be the new beginning of life. We are so grateful to bring forward this information to you today. We thank you for your time and your decision to listen to our words, to our teachings. May you consider them with your heart. Okay, and I feel it all still right there. Becky says, I'm seeing divine light when my eyes are closed. Hame says, everyone here, you are here with a great calling on your soul. Leah says, hi, new here. I'd love whatever it is you're doing. Just tuned in. Hame says, DNA codes activating. Light emerging. Natalie says, feel that in my crown. We are all the same. Let go of all. Feeling it in my solar plexus also, and heart space. Let go of the weight and be in the light. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, Iris. You're welcome, Ruth. You're welcome, Karen, Leah, Lori. I love, love, love bringing through this stuff. It is such great joy for me to be able to share all this information. and these frequencies, and I know how life-changing they are. Not only have they changed mine, but they've changed several of my clients as well. Being able to see from the higher perspective. I don't even know how to describe it other than life-changing, because you get a whole different viewpoint. Ooh, I'm feeling a lot of tinglies. Oh, you're welcome, Jasmine. Whew, okay. Thank you all for joining me and participating and experiencing these amazing frequencies and messages and the light language. Again, light language gets behind our ego, our minds, because our brain can't understand it, so that the understandings can go in deeper. And then I like that they translate afterwards too. It's very, very helpful. And I still feel shifting in my mind. Thanks, Pascal. Oh, thank you, Becky. Blessings and namaste to you as well. Again, I do have a favor to ask of you. If you know where this information can be helpful, would you please, please, please share it? The more people that we can get this information to, the better. Our goal is to uplift humanity, to raise the vibrations, to raise the awareness, increase the awareness of what's available, what's real, what's possible, and where we're headed, and instructions on where to go from here. So that's the one favor I ask of you, is to please share this information, share this video if you can, to others that you feel may benefit. The more we can uplift, the more we can help raise the vibration of the planet. And with that, I will close for now, but thank you everyone again for joining me, and it's been a pleasure to be with you all today. Bye for now, everyone.